films, unless you are guided. Join us for some to be decided.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I wish to remind you before you pass judgment that I did nothing wrong. There was no crime committed. Please take that into consideration when you review my choice of movie today. Welcome to Film Logic's To Be Decided. I am your host, Mike. How's everybody doing today?
Yay.
Oh.
Some good Halloween sounds we all just made.
Ooh. The
Speaking of
podcast is haunted.
It really is.
Yeah, haunted by the souls of the terrible movies we talked about.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're up to 21 movies, guys.
Dang.
All right, so
Wow.
we're the drinking age of movies.
Yeah. Our podcast can drink.
Yes.
As it
So
should.
It has been an absolute pleasure and a ride, and I'm sorry to say that's all downhill with this movie.
Oh. Mike. Mike. We went downhill. We went past downhill, like before Werewolf Santa. We are like cruising through like the middle to lower layer of Earth's crust at the moment.
Yeah.
We are about to hit bedrock at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't know, guys. I didn't think it was the worst thing that we've seen. I think we've seen worse things more recently than this.
Yeah, I have thoughts about that. Yeah.
So let's jump right into it. Adam, why'd you pick this movie?
I wish I picked this movie.
Wow.
Whoa.
I can't.
What was that? Oh, that was Adam being thrown under the bus.
I can't put that war crime on you. Okay. Guys, it was my turn to pick the movies, and there's significant background to this. If you remember, I chose the Heavenly Sword CGI movie a couple months back, and that game had a profound effect on me. It was my first PlayStation 3 game, and that turned out that the movie was horrible. CGI-wise, it was horrible.
No, it was just horrible.
Well,
it was horrible in every way.
All kind of wises, it was horrible. Choose your own horrible. This movie, Alone in the Dark, directed by Uwe Boll, the infamous director who takes people's video games and turns them into movie adaptations.
Director's generous.
Yes.
Yeah.
He took a movie that I've been morbidly curious to find out, just because I've been an Alone in the Dark fan since the 90s when I first learned how to use DOS. So Alone in the Dark taught me how to appreciate and love DOS. And in Alone in the Dark, it crawled before Resident Evil could walk like a tank through dark corridors. So this movie is no one knows how important this survival horror is to the genre. And they're not gonna know, because this movie is absolutely nothing like the series in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I immediately went online to try to be like, so what, is the deal with these games? And I was like, every one of these summaries of the game plots is nothing to do with this movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
So this.
What the frick, man?
Yeah.
I knew there was something familiar about the stink of this film. It's a video game adaptation. I should have known.
That's what I'm known for.
I never should have shown you mercy with me, myself, and the void. There I go.
Great episode.
Trying to bring class to the show, and this is the thanks I get. This is the thanks we get, guys.
You're paid in pain.
Oh, I'm a rich man in pain.
So, Alone in the Dark is always about some ancient evil that invades a house. And Edward Carnby's like always the detective that has to like do detective things and find out why it's so evil. And it's always some kind of it's like a new evil every series. Like nothing's ever connected. It's not like Resident Evil where you have like this huge underlying story. But Mr. Uwe Boll thought, well, we need to make this Resident Evil. And we're going to talk about how he did that. This movie had a $20 million budget. IMDb gives it our lowest score, right below, 1 point below Avengers Grimm, with a 2.4. It's got a 1% on Rotten Tomatoes.
This was not worse than Avengers Grimm. There's in no universe this is worse than Avengers Grimm.
Well, when we're going to talk about that, we're going to talk about because I came in I've never seen a Uwe Boll movie. I've heard all the horror stories, so I came in with the worst expectations ever. Like I don't know, people would have like pants over their head, and people would be kneeling and doing jumping jacks, and I don't know what worst expectations I had. But when I saw that, like,
I want to see
yeah, I can't, and I have to say I was pleasantly surprised, and I'll get into that. Well, anyways, let me get into the story, and then we can just start chewing the fat on why this movie is the way it was. So, the story of Alone in the Dark. The movie centers on Edward Carnby, a paranormal investigator played by Christian Slater, who's haunted by missing memories from his childhood at an orphanage run by Professor Hudgens. Carnby, a former agent of the government's supernatural organization Bureau 713, is collecting artifacts from the ancient Abkhani tribe, who supposedly opened a gateway between a world of light and a world of darkness. His past catches up to him when he discovers that monsters from the dark dimension are being unleashed on the world, coinciding with a rash of disappearances and zombified attacks among the children who grew up with him at the same orphanage. Teaming up with his ex-girlfriend, anthropologist Aline Cedric, played by Tara Reid, and his former colleagues from Bureau 713, Carnby races to piece together the mystery. He learns that the Abkhani artifacts are the key to the dimensional gate, and that the creatures which are vulnerable to light are part of a sinister plot. This plot involves Professor Hudgens, who used the orphans in experiments decades ago to try to reopen the gateway. Carnby and his allies must battle the monstrous entities and the zombified former orphans in a desperate bid to prevent Hudgens from fully unleashing the supernatural evil and allowing the forces of darkness to take over the world. Also, Stephen Orndorff's in that. So, let's talk about this movie.
Yes.
Let's.
The movie was dark, but no one was alone.
That is true.
That is factually correct, actually.
Yeah.
There's a lot of groups. There's a lot of groups in this movie.
Yeah.
The dude at the van was by himself. Remember?
True.
He's like, get to high ground, and then he like unloads a clip into like one of those Xenos or whatever they call them. And then she was alone, going up the Asian sidekick lady, you know,
Yeah.
not to be
And
pedantic.
Adam, that's probably the best explanation of the plot, because this movie is, well, first of all, test audiences said they were so confused. And they were so confused they had to add a minute and 30 explanation at the beginning just to get them up to speed.
Oh, that's why there's a scroll of text that makes Star Wars look short.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah. So right off the bat, you hear this minute 30 monologue about everything you need to know. And did anyone feel like that was oh gosh, now I really got a good grasp of this movie. I shouldn't have any trouble understanding it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it cleared up all of my questions, and it made me very comfortable going into the film. I feel like the story in the opening block would have been a better movie. Like, why didn't you just make that movie?
That's funny.
Yes, the thing that you described in the title crawl-esque exposition, why not do that? I mean, I love being spoon-fed, the story of this, whatever this is that you filmed and put before my eyes. But I mean, I think the focus was I think there was none. No, there was no focus.
This movie is all over the place.
And it's funny because I've never seen a movie where so many things are happening, but I'm still bored.
Yeah.
I could not focus on this movie. I kept looking at my phone and going to get a snack. I could not keep up with it. Not because nothing was happening. It was I can't describe it. It was busy but boring.
Yeah.
I can't even say that the movie was all over the map, because there did not seem to be a map to begin with.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's being too
generous. They
weren't
setting a waypoint. They were just staying in the same area.
Yeah. Maybe they were working off the back of a napkin or something.
Right. Well, Uwe Boll has made adaptations of Blood Rain, Postal, Far Cry, among some other movies based on video games, and they're all stinkers. He's known as the guy who he just makes it, and you laugh at the cheese, basically. This one actually made it to theaters, and I was a fan of Christian Slater. I still think I'm a fan of Christian Slater. I don't think he's associated with bad movies. I could be wrong.
No, I don't think so.
No, not really.
This is the outlier.
Yeah, this is definitely a very, very noticeable blemish on the filmography of Mr. Slater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This and The Wizard.
He's in the Spiderwick Chronicles right now, which has got an Emmy nod. And in 1996, he was in Broken Arrow, which I'm pretty sure was the first rated R movie my parents let me watch. So, it'll always be special in my heart.
Nice. Why didn't we watch that? Oh, wait, it's not on Tubi.
I'll always remember him with Nicolas Cage in Wind Talkers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
That is a good one. Yeah. He's got a face that says generic hero.
Well, I mean, that's
Standard
interesting
white
that
guy.
you say that. But
Mhm.
have you heard him in any of his voiceover work? There
He's in
was,
like Archer, right?
I believe so. I believe so. Yeah. Um,
What?
I
Who
actually
is he in
haven't
Archer?
seen. I haven't seen Archer.
Mm.
So,
No, go. Sorry, go ahead. I'll get back to the
oh, I
Archer
was
question when you
gonna.
finish.
I mean, I was actually going to make light of his role in the Netflix animated series Inside Job, which, if you're not familiar with it, just real quick, think Gravity Falls meets Rick and Morty meets the Deep State. It's like
Yeah. It's like
it,
conspiracy big mouth.
yeah, yeah, exactly. It's a world where every single conspiracy is real. Well, maybe not all of them, but yeah, he plays one of the two founding members of a company called Cognito Inc. Well, reference is not lost on us there. And he plays the sociopathic and perpetually paranoid Rand Ridley, father of Reagan Ridley, the main character of the show. He was ousted from his company because he tried to blow up the sun because he wanted to, quote unquote, cure skin cancer.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Solid logic. I would do the same
I mean,
thing.
guy was trying to do a selfless thing. I mean,
He-
Yeah. So going back to the Archer, he plays basically himself in Archer. He plays Slater.
Oh wow.
oh,
It's like I don't know, a cameo of himself, but it's like exaggerated. But he like is he forces everyone to just call him Slater, but they even use his likeness and stuff, which is really funny.
Oh, that's funny.
nice.
I think the most impressive is he plays Kylo Ren in Star Wars Lego Terrifying Tales, which I didn't know existed till now.
That was him. I mean,
So,
I know
yeah.
that. I know that movie because I mean I have kids, and yeah, we watch the Lego short features and stuff on on Disney Plus. Oh, I had no
Mm.
idea. Wow,
I mean,
man's a chameleon.
I'm all for the Christian Slater talk, but I'm shocked that it's taken us this long to talk about Tara Reid. It's a shock that
I
this
was
is the
Yeah,
thinking about
exactly.
first
that.
Let's go
this is
back
the
to the
first
stinker of the
episode.
movie that he's in with Ms. Reed,
So
the
obviously you're going to
incomparable
say
Tara Reid.
that
I
Tara
can't believe
hasn't been in a bad movie since now.
Well, I was gonna say I can't believe this is the first time that we've talked about her on this podcast because it feels like
Oh
in all the
yeah.
things that we've seen, how have we not seen something with her in it?
Yeah.
Uh,
I feel like she
but
should have been in Avengers Grimm. That's a very Tara Reid movie.
yeah,
Yeah. She was in
she just-
Sharknado, which I think
yes,
is
we didn't watch though.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
she's
she
cornered the
just
market
gives
on schlock.
yeah, I mean, she just gives the same performance in every movie that she's in, right?
Yeah.
Like
Hmm.
I loved. I forgot what the word was, or it was like the name of a country at the beginning that she like mispronounces, and they like keep it in the movie. um, it's like it's not Holland, but it's something like that. Um, I forgot what it was, but she like mispronounced something, and I had to like pause the movie to
Like
laugh.
Belgium, the Netherlands,
It
Okay.
was like
So
it was one of the
Denmark.
countries that they had to visit to find the solid gold ring things.
mhm. Before we just go mocking her, she won 3 awards for Worst Actress in Alone in the Dark, Worst uh, Worst Screen Couple, in Just Married My Boss's Daughter. And worst supporting actress in My Boss's Daughter. Okay. But
it was
2000,
Newfoundland. It was
yeah.
she mispronounced Newfoundland.
How'd she say it?
I don't know. I'll find the clip. Continue.
How
Sorry.
could you
Yeah.
like Newfoundland?
Yeah.
Like 3 words.
But wait, guys. She won Best Hottie in the Teen Choice Awards 2001. So I think it
Hey.
redeems itself.
Oh, so
As
that
she
just
should.
redeems all of the Razzies.
Yeah.
It cancels it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was something that I thought was really funny about this movie was the way the acting is. Like everyone, even Christian Slater, terrible performances. Like just like the worst, like, you know, high school play, like nobody can read a line convincingly. Awful. But like the way they're acting, you would expect the camera quality to be worse. Does that make sense? Like it's so
Right.
weird that it's filmed on like a real camera and it looks like a real movie, but nobody can act. And it's like it's illegal to film people acting like that with a real movie camera. It's so
Right.
jarring.
Everyone brought their A game except all the people that mattered,
The actors,
which is weird. The
Except
guy,
the actors and the writers.
when I saw that there were real helicopters and real like, and
Yeah,
one of the guys was like a real famous stuntman. I'm like, no, how are you able to get like A pluses in all these places, but like story, acting, continuity, and I don't know, genre, you get pure Fs. And
Well, I guess we know
Yeah, it's
where
not
the
even a very
20
good
mil
horror
budget went.
movie either.
yeah,
Yeah, so she pronounced it phonetically, Newfoundland, which is not
Oh.
what it's called. It's pronounced Newfoundland.
Wow.
So
She did like the most
Newfoundland.
she did the most blonde girl stereotype thing. Just I'm
It's like
I'm
the minute
stunned.
you see her on the screen, you're like, I don't believe this person is like a scientist.
No.
This is like a scientist
No.
in porn. Like you just put a light on a person and like, okay, rolling.
right. Wasn't she a Bond girl? Who was the?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and she
Yeah,
played
she-
another scientist.
What?
In that,
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
the
hold
world
on.
is not enough.
Yeah,
Oh.
or was she? I don't know if she was. You might be mixing her up with
Let's
Denise
find out.
Richards.
Oh, Denise Richards. Okay, yeah. If you put those two in a room, there's no way I could tell them apart. That is
She
to
has
my
not
shame.
been in a James Bond film. Okay, yeah, it's not her.
Yeah. You're probably
That
thinking
would be
of
really funny though.
Yeah, because she's in she's in a Bond film, and she
Oh,
has because she plays a scientist named Christmas Jones, and I think the
Oh
ending
yeah.
Bond line as he like goes into do adult fun time, he's like Merry Christmas to me as like fireworks go up, and it's the best Bond ending of all time.
yeah.
They know their audience.
But back to the movie that they don't know their audience.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uwe Boll desperately wanted this to be like Resident Evil. I mean, having
Yeah.
he had their own stars group, their own zombies, their own like secret conspiracy. He was gunning to win over the Resident Evil crowd.
Yeah.
And
You want to know what this felt like to me, not knowing the context that this was supposed to be a video game adaptation. I thought I got the vibe of like Christian Slater was trying to be both of the Winchester brothers from Supernatural. Like he was somehow both Sam and Dean at the same time. And it's just, he really, it seemed like he knew what he was looking for, but then again, he was like completely off the mark. And so, yeah, that's where my mind went with how the stage was set. You know, he shows up
Right.
at the airport with like dusty trench coat, strange artifact in his inside pocket.
Yeah, that cracked me up too, because he gets in a taxi and he's just in like a public transportation taxi and he just whips out the artifact and just starts like waving it around. Like, wouldn't you keep that like, you know, hidden on your person? Like, why are you pulling that out in the taxi? Terrible job.
Well, so Mike, I do have a question. How I haven't played the game, so how accurate to the game was the movie?
Well, Alone in the Dark had a great start in 1993. It set up the genre that Resident Evil would perfect. Alone in the Dark in the early 2000s tried to get back some of that fame by trying to be more like Resident Evil and failed miserably. So this movie is kind of like the failed miserably state of Alone in the Dark. And its adaptation. Just recently, they came out with another Alone in the Dark that's actually pretty decent, but I think they spent all their cred. This movie is all about like zombies and, you know, people like soldiers and like SWAT guys trying to shoot zombies and, you know, giant invisible monsters.
Yeah.
That was never really Alone in the Dark's thing. In fact, Edward Carnby in 1993, he kind of looked like someone's dad. He had like this goofy mustache, this weird walk, and you could pick up like frying pans and use them on weapons, on dinosaurs that would come into the house.
Awesome.
Or weird zombies. So I would have loved to see that movie, just some confused dad going around trying to solve puzzles. I think this Alone in the Dark tried to be more like the Dreamcast, where it tried to make it all goth and scary. Once again, the Dreamcast, it failed, and Alone in the Dark didn't help it get back on its feet. So say what you will. It's hard to pin what Alone in the Dark is, because they changed like their story and their genre practically every game.
Yeah, I guess that like leads me to the question, I guess, to direct it to everybody. But it just feels like Uwe Boll, I don't know, every video game adaptation that he's done, it just feels like he doesn't like the source material because he doesn't faithfully adapt it.
He doesn't do anything.
And he just kind of is like, oh, this is kind of what it's like. I'm gonna make my own movie off of it. And it's just like, it's like somebody took the plot of like a video game and then fed it through an AI thing. And he's just like, yeah, I'll make this. And
yeah, it's like he definitely doesn't play the games that he makes.
Yeah. And like I'm not even necessarily like someone that thinks that, you know, you have to like faithfully, you know, shot for shot, you know, have to adapt something for it to be good, or let alone even, I don't subscribe to the idea that the director, the writers has to like love the source material they're adapting, as long as they can do it well and they can like, I think that there's like three different ways that you can kind of like mess up when you're adapting something. You can either like stand in the shadow of it, kind of like what happens with, the movie Warcraft, right? Where it's just like so in depth with its references that nobody has any understanding of what you're talking about. Or
Mhm.
it can be like this, where it just, has no idea what the source material is and just kind of does its own thing and pays no respect to it. Um, and then like the third way that I think everyone would like something to be adapted is something like Lord of the Rings, something like Tintin, where it stands on the shoulders of the things that came before it and kind of does its own thing while still being faithful to like what makes the source material good. But very clearly Uwe Boll just doesn't care about the source material on this, because the plot it makes no sense, and the stuff that is cool has nothing to do with what makes the video game cool.
Yeah. And I really think that this is him bitter that he can't get anything close to Resident Evil. So this is like he shot for the moon, but he landed on a star, sort of. Like,
Yeah,
oh, all I get is Alone in the Dark, but I'm still going to make it like it's my own Resident Evil.
right.
Right.
Well, because like
That makes sense.
yeah, and like I don't want I don't want this to be like just a hate on it session, because I think very quickly can become that. I do think the movie does some things well. Like I think the soundtrack, like the music that comes with it, very 90s,
Yes.
very early 2000s, awesome. I love it. Um,
That,
but how
that
did you
Rob
guys?
Zombie
Yeah, right.
metal
So
shooting
sick,
section.
so sick. But how did you guys feel about like the action and the set pieces?
Okay, well, first off, I've got to point out, like, this is my actually moment.
Mm,
I went and Shazammed the song in that particular action sequence that you referenced. It is not
Mhm.
Rob Zombie. I thought that maybe they had gotten, White Zombie to
Yeah.
contribute something, but no, it's a zombie sound-alike band.
Hmm.
But I mean, that's neither here nor there.
Well, now you got to
Um,
tell us the band name.
Yeah.
I've got it saved. I can.
I Shazammed the end credits song to add it to my playlist.
Well,
uh, but yeah,
we're
no.
in.
Well, I was gonna say back to the question. How did you guys feel about the set pieces and the action? Because I feel like that was kind of the standout for the movie, if there was any.
Yeah. I mean, it's like what Ivy said. It's the paradox. It's like you're using real things that maybe a good budget studio would use, and yet somehow you're robbing us of of what makes it good with the writing and the acting. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
confusing.
Yeah. Um. You know. I forgot the name of Christian Slater's character, but his flat or whatever that he lives in, squats in, it's like hard to tell
Yeah.
because it's furnished somewhat, but it looks like, stuff that he might have got from, uh, an anthropology museum's yard sale. Kind of had,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, it's vaguely antiquarian, pieces from, like there was an oriental room divider in there and like some statues or whatever. And it didn't really show a lot about him other than, oh, okay, well, he's fascinated with this weird stuff and paranormal activity. And so, he's going to get these things that, that interest him, but I guess are weirdly just utilitarian, like they're just there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're just because. Oh, and the song is Ghost by Nemec? Manemic. Yes.
Huh.
Yes. Definitely looks like a Rob Zombie meets Disturbed type new metal band. It's based on the artist page.
I will say this, with all the decent explosions and like stunts and actual helicopters, this movie is dark. Like, I don't know if that's a play on the title or they just don't know how to light a scene, but like half the movie is just like people obscured by dark and shadows.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like turn on a light.
Like Zack Snyder was taking notes. That's how
And it's
dark
funny
this
because
movie
half
is.
the scenes aren't even like, oh, they're out in the woods, so it's dark. Like there can be like they're in like a regular room, like in like a scientific laboratory, and it's like all the lights are off.
Mm-hmm. What was everyone's favorite plot point that just kind of came out of nowhere? The Apkani tribe, Hudgens experimenting on orphans, Edward Carnby's secret past with the what is it? The Bureau 5731. I don't know what numbers. Because all of those, like you can tell that like Mr. Uwe Boll really, really wanted to make this feel like a universe that deserved sequels. And this movie did get a sequel, by the way.
Yes, it did.
Yep. And it's actually the sequel is more about what the story is about. The game. It has nothing to do with what Mr. Boll made.
And nobody
and that
comes
has,
back from the original, right?
Right. It's got
a whole new cast.
Lance Hendrickson, Danny Trejo.
Oh, what?
Danny
Trejo.
And they recast Heath Slater.
Yes.
Nice.
As like an Asian dude.
Right. Also on Tubi, but I think I have to say that the movie expires today, guys. So no one who's hearing this can see it.
Well, I'm out. No, just kidding.
Go watch that movie now.
The sequel, though, might still be on there with Lance Henriksen, Rick Yoon, Bill Moseley, Danny Trejo, Zach Ward. Also, not a great movie. 2.6.
Only slightly better.
Yeah.
It's still schlock, but it's
maybe it's entertaining.
More entertaining schlock.
I think there's actually a loneness and dark in it.
Okay. Little truer to the title and description, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was completely lost on the plot. So was the nun in the orphanage like selling the orphans? Like was she in on it? Like I assume she was.
She was complicit.
Yeah,
she was
because she knew what was happening to the children, and she was like,
she
"Well,
was
I hate
very
to do this,
complicit.
Here you go." Yeah.
Also, what does the opening of a mystical door with aliens and monsters have to do with putting worms inside orphans? Because the movie wasn't real clear about that. I mean, if you read the synopsis, it tells you why, but you'll never get that from watching the movie.
No.
Well, obviously, you know, they front loaded everything you needed to know about that at the very beginning with the monologue, the text scroll, and all of that. So, yeah, no, even that didn't clear anything up for me.
Yeah.
I was also confused why that one dude had one of the Xenos, whatever, in captivity. How did that happen?
Yeah.
Well, we got
coincidentally, where was he when he
he
had that?
Right.
I assume he was in the abandoned gold mine. You know, the one that they all discovered, which, by the way, we got teased all throughout the movie that there was supposed to be some portal to this, you know, this crazy chaos dimension underworld thing. There was no portal. There was just like
a
door, which I guess technically is a portal. I mean, you know,
like
the
Monsters,
front door,
Inc.
like the front door of my apartment is a portal, you know, to the outside world.
Caesars has pizza portals, so
yeah, it was like an ancient garage door that you needed to open with gold that was holding back the monsters.
Yeah, correct. Yes, and they were all it was just a giant monster den. That's all it was.
Also, we keep calling them Xenos because they look like xenomorphs. Like,
oh yeah,
I don't know what they were doing in the design room, but they just said, "Let's make it like a xenomorph."
They weren't fooling anyone.
Dog-like, yeah.
I thought the zombies were called Xenos, but I guess it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
Why were there zombies? Well, I mean, the zombies were the orphans, right? That got fed centipedes. And
yes.
And apparently those, if you feed them centipedes, you become a zombie when you open up a golden chest that you find in the ocean.
I'm going to be so real. I did not know there were zombies in this movie until y'all started talking about it on here. I was not.
Did you wonder why they were shooting humans?
I didn't know what was happening. I've never had so much trouble focusing on a movie, and that's saying a lot.
It didn't have a clear set of rules. Like, what? Why? How are you going to start with, you know, monsters? You know, these you know, creatures from the underworld or whatever, and then zombies. Like,
yeah.
What? Like, I'm trying to think of a parallel for, like, it's like a rom-com that suddenly, for no reason, goes into a heist movie. Like,
yeah,
that's the best analogy I can think of. It's like,
or it's like if the entire plot of Stranger Things was 1 hour-and-a-half movie, and you just went from like a weird mystery to, you know, another dimension.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where
like
in one
like
movie
one
length.
scene, like one scene, Scooby-Doo hijinks.
Yeah.
And the next, Demogorgons.
Right. But it would be an hour and a half of Stranger Things, but they wouldn't leave out any plot point.
Yeah,
you would just need to catch up.
Yeah. Just keep
well,
up.
There is
all
one
dark.
plot point. There is one plot point that gets its full, gets fully realized and, you know, satisfied, and that is the person who is in charge of fixing the Jenny. The 5-minute plot point about a guy who has to fix the generator, which the movie just shows this random guy that we have not seen people yelling at him to fix the generator, getting angry at him for not fixing the generator fast enough, him finally getting the generator, and then getting bitten and turning off the generator, and it fails. That story was beautifully told. Like
That should have been
amazing.
its own movie.
Yeah,
I need
A short film.
Generator Guy's redemption arc.
yeah.
I need that story. But
If
we're
there's,
never gonna get it.
it's sad that the padding that this movie had was more coherent than the main plot.
I enjoyed
couldn't
the padding
tell-
more than the plot.
I couldn't tell where the filler ended and the plot began. Like,
Yeah,
it
that
was
is a Uwe
all
Boll
just
special.
it shouldn't be. That should not be a special for a director. That should not be what a director is known for.
He's known for making the plot and the padding one and the same. Where you can't tell
Oh,
where
one
one
Mobius
begins
strip,
and one
yeah.
ends.
Then it's just it's mush. It's like cinematic oatmeal. And not even the good oatmeal with like fruit in it or syrup.
The
or anything.
cinematic cream of wheat.
Yes. Cinematic
Yeah.
cream of wheat. No texture. No
Yeah. Little globs
color.
in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No sugar.
No.
Okay.
Also,
No,
we
nothing-
haven't talked about
Nothing to help it go
the,
down.
No milk. We haven't talked
No.
about the ending of the movie though, because it tries to leave it kind of like open ended, I guess, in case the people wanted a follow up. But like
Yeah.
the whole thing is that the Abkhani got like wiped out because they, dabbled in the xenomorph portal, right? And apparently,
Yeah.
because I, as I've said, could not follow anything, was not paying attention, and then I just look up. And it's like the end of the movie. And it's implied that like the world's gonna end. Because they didn't stop the threat, right? Because he was like, the Abkhani wiped themselves out and we're next. And then they like get attacked by a thing and then roll credits. So
This is why I got so confused, because the title said the city was evacuated, which made me
I
think,
know.
okay,
That's
someone
what
was in charge.
I was going
of,
to say. Like,
so did they disappear, or was the city like safely evacuated to a better place?
maybe he didn't know what evacuated really meant. And he thought that it meant like eradicated.
Yeah, like it's like actually Christian Slater, they didn't wipe themselves out because you just told us they were evacuated.
yes.
So which is it, buddy?
It's like 8:45 a.m. City evacuated. Well,
Right.
it's the apocalypse.
He's like, oh, they were raptured by the police.
And
by,
so
by city
and so
workers.
and so the scene the movie ends with them being attacked in broad daylight by a something.
A point of view
Broad
camera.
daylight. I thought UV light. I thought sunlight was supposed to be lethal.
Yeah, photon
these-
bullets.
Oh,
They had
was it?
photon bullets, which
Like-
kills the monster.
Like, how was he able to pick up the AK-47 loaded with the photon bullets and absolutely rip up the one Xeno when in the major, climactic battle scene, you've got a small army with, 50 cals and, turrets and all this stuff, and nobody makes it. Like, not even one Xeno gets taken down.
Right.
Like,
Right.
so
Well, that's the confusing part. Okay, are the Xenos all inside that, like, the world of darkness? Like, how did the Xenos get in the normal world what are they doing there? And what's special about those ones versus the ones they're trying to keep from the mystical garage door? Which I'm guessing they blew
Right.
up that door and they solved that problem.
As far as we can tell, but we've all seen how clear this movie makes its plot points.
So is there some xenomorphs that were like on vacation, like they get some leave time and they can go to the world of light, and they were just like, oh crap, I'm on the clock. Sorry guys, I gotta go attack some Starship Trooper wannabes.
Yeah, they were on a timeshare or something. You know, like they hung out in the Bermuda Triangle for a while, and then
Mhm.
they came back to civilization and laid waste to everyone. Sure.
Right. And can we talk about, like, there's so many spinning plates on this. There's that scene that Adam was talking about where he has a xenomorph caged and he takes his blood
Yeah.
and he injects it into his arm. And did that give him powers? Did we see that pay off at all?
He doesn't he
No.
strangle that old doctor or whatever?
No,
That's
I
His
just
wife.
I just attribute that to old man strength.
yeah.
Yeah. Old man strength. It's a thing. It's a thing.
Right. Like in Resident Evil, when you inject blood into you turn into like this monster with tentacles. In this, you can just strangle someone a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can inject yourself with a number of different things, honestly, that I think would accomplish the same results.
Right, Red Bull.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah. So, yeah, like the thing that frustrated me most is trying to reconcile the zombie orphans and the monsters, because it feels like it was two separate movies.
Mhm.
And Mr. Bull was supposed to pick one, sit in one camp, and just dedicate to
Yeah.
it. And he got greedy and chose both of them, and
Yeah.
both of them were horrible to follow.
Yeah. A
So
little
funny.
overzealous.
A little overzealous.
He could not pick a lane.
Yeah. But at the same time, like, a part of my brain is like, no, we can figure this out. There's a universe here. There's a story to follow. Let's get on the fanfics and get exactly like,
Michael,
we
Michael,
can
give it
figure
up.
this out, guys.
There's nothing else. There's
Yeah.
no threads to pull.
You gotta let it go.
You
Yeah.
don't write this. You don't write this ambitiously and this crazily and not know what you're doing, right?
But no.
Mhm.
No. Sometimes you could just be terrible at what you do. You just like you're looking for threads to pull, but it's just like, I don't know, a plate of spaghetti or something.
If you pull if you pull the thread,
Spaghetti
it
would have been so
unravels a
much better.
car.
Yes. Like it doesn't follow the rule of thread or cloth.
You know.
Well.
Well.
So, Mike, I'm sure we're in the process of landing the plane, but I'd love to bring up one of our classic games in this section. I know it feels like low hanging fruit to go find reviews. I mean, everyone and their mom has a bad review of this game, and I'm sure they're all really funny and all really smart and intelligent. So instead, this movie was released in 2005. So I'm going to go through the top 10 highest grossing films of 2005, and I want each of you guys to tell me if you would rather watch Alone in the Dark or one of the top 10 movies grossing wise. You guys ready?
Yes.
Yes.
If this will get the landing gear open.
Yeah.
Okay, so this I think on the list, this is a very stacked year. So number 10 I think is probably the closest. But number 10 from 20th Century Fox, featuring the wonderful Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Oh, for
Which screen
sure.
couple would you rather watch? Them
Cla-
or
classic.
Tara Reid?
Classic Bradgelina.
Mm.
Yeah. No contest.
I feel like half of this isn't fair because if I understood the plot, you automatically win over this movie. And that's going to be all these movies.
Well, I don't know. Maybe hold on to your chances. So I mean, everyone is in favor of Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It grossed $186 million. Number 9, the classic animated movie from DreamWorks, Madagascar drops.
Oh,
I like to
definitely
move
Madagascar.
it.
Yeah.
I think the CGI is on par with both movies. Madagascar wasn't that impressive.
Imagine Alone in the Dark, but instead of the Xenos, it's just the lion.
Yes. Voiced by
Roar.
Ben Stiller.
yes.
The Ben Stiller lion.
I gotta say, for this year, Warner Brothers absolutely killed it. With number 8, your favorite and mine, Batman Begins, Chris Nolan's, genre-changing Batman movie. I mean, there's horror elements. I mean, I wouldn't even pretend we all pick Batman Begins, right?
Right. And it's funny when you can understand a Christopher Nolan movie more than a Uwe Boll movie.
Yeah,
there's a
that's
problem.
sad. Yeah, I will say that I will choose Batman Begins, but if it was between this and The Dark Knight, I would still go with Alone in the Dark.
Over The Dark
Wow.
Knight? That's
Yes.
controversial.
Wow.
We
That's
might
a
have
Alone
hot
to
in the Dark
revoke
take.
Knight.
we might have to revoke your
What did
your
Heath Ledger
reviewing
do to
privileges.
you?
That's pretty
A
crazy.
lot.
I mean, I still think The Batman is the best Batman movie of all time, but
Yeah.
Dark Knight is a close second. Anyways, that's not this podcast.
No.
Number 7, also in Warner Brothers' incredible year, we have Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Alone in the Dark.
It broke your heart.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I think it's close. I think it's closer than Johnny Depp would like.
I thought that was Disney. It was Warner Brothers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Warner Brothers owns chocolate.
Well, fair enough.
They own big chocolate.
Fair enough. They Mandela affected me. Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give it to, super creepy chocolatier Johnny Depp for that.
Yeah, Johnny Depp is more interesting to watch.
Okay. So do you guys remember when comedy movies were actually good and did go to the box office? Because 2005's Wedding Crashers remembers. Owen Wilson, Vince Vaughn, Rachel McAdams.
Yeah.
I don't know. That movie made me uncomfortable.
I mean, you could no shame if you're gonna take Alone in the Dark.
Wow. Just
Exactly.
it gives me it makes me do the Owen Wilson. Wow.
Wow.
Okay,
Adam, when
here
are you going to bring up Shark Boy and Lava Girl? Because I have a hot take for that.
was that in
Oh.
2005?
Yes.
That is not on my top 10 list.
Okay.
I
All
did
right.
not expect it to be.
It was not one of the top 10 highest grossing films of 2005. So.
Because I think the CGI in Alone in the Dark's just a tad bit better than Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Well, you know what movie it didn't have better CGI than is our number 5 movie, King Kong, Peter Jackson's
Oh,
masterpiece.
I love that movie.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, King
Just you
Kong,
mentioning it makes me want to watch it again.
so good.
Right?
Fantastic. Yeah,
Yeah.
I won't, pander around that anymore. Number 4, funnily enough, War of the Worlds.
The decent one?
Yeah, the Steven
Tom
Spielberg
Cruise
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Wait,
still haven't seen that.
the Tom Cruise one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
Tom Cruise, Dakota Fanning.
it's weird because there's another one in 2005 that has C. Thomas Howell, David Michael Latt, Jake Busey. What's that
No,
about?
I don't know, but definitely not that one.
Yeah. And there's another one, War of the Worlds, starring Meredith Lane, Anthony Piana, Jack Clay. Was that 2005? Just like the year of War of the Worlds?
Wow.
I wonder if it was like the IP went up,
Right.
Was he the
Everyone
one
and their
with, like,
mother made
Nicole
one.
Kidman and
Truly,
Daniel
it was the
Craig?
Wars of the Worlds.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. Number 3. Oh, did we pick? I don't know. What did you guys decide?
I'm not even a Tom Cruise fan, but yes, I would watch that over this.
Number 3, rounding out Warner Brothers 3 of the top 10 highest grossing movies. Number 3, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
Oh, that was one of the good ones.
Not the strongest installment, in my opinion.
Started to get good though. That was when I started to not be like bored to tears.
Oh,
that's the first Harry Potter movie I saw with no context for the book.
That's incredible. I mean, we all know Prisoner of Azkaban is the best Harry Potter movie, but Goblet of Fire,
hands down. Yeah, it was kind of a lull between, Prisoner of Azkaban and Order of the Phoenix, but yeah, I'd still watch it.
Oh wait, no, I am thinking of Order of the Phoenix. No, I'm wrong. Okay. I was thinking of Order of the Phoenix, and I was like, that was when it started to get good. No, yeah.
The Goblet of Fire is the 4th one.
Yeah, that's the one with Robert Pattinson. Yeah. I remember.
Yeah. My boy! The greatest line delivery in all of cinema. And then the Oompa band plays. I love that. It's like, my boy! Boom, boom, boom. He's back! He's back! Sorry. Number 2, the first Disney movie on the list. Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Hey!
Lord of the Rings with more Christian overtones.
Yeah. One of the best book to movie adaptations I've seen.
Fire. It's a good movie. Good movie.
Favorite World War II movie.
That's not incorrect.
Yeah.
And funnily enough, not Disney yet, but Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith at number 1.
Oh, absolute cinema. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, I think I gotta take Star Wars, right?
Yeah, you gotta pick Star Wars.
Not just the men, but the women and the children.
You were the chosen one.
So I'm surprised. All right, here's my follow-up question.
Yes.
I invite you to my house to see
Yes.
Aeon Flux, Shark Boy and Lava Girl, Elektra, and The Island, or we can watch Alone in the Dark. Which one do you pick?
Wow. What a question.
How much time do you think we have on our hands for like 5 movies?
Can we watch all of them? Funnily enough,
kind of
Elektra
snacks
also
you
comes
want?
out.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, Elektra comes out, also came out in 2005, and I would pick Elektra every single time.
Mm-hmm.
I would pick The Island because it's like a loose remake of Parks the Clonus Horror, which was on Mystery Science Theater.
Right.
Ooh.
Oh,
No one's gonna pick
Aeon Flux. No.
Aeon Flux is-
Aeon Flux is like some peak American animation. Like before
We're talking about the
Avatar: The
live
Last
action.
Airbender.
This is the live action.
Oh, this is the live action one. Okay,
Yeah.
well.
No. We wouldn't treat you to cinema.
Yeah. I can't speak to that. No.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean the soundtrack for Elektra alone.
I mean,
Okay.
the Marvel movie soundtracks were all fire back then.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Switchfoot, Finger 11, Taking Back Sunday, Evanescence. Come on.
Yeah.
Hawthorne Heights.
Which movie was scarier in 2005? Alone in the Dark or Corpse Bride?
You know what's really funny is me and my friend decided to watch that like a year or two ago. And
Mhm.
it was another thing of like a third of the way through, we got really distracted and just stopped paying attention to it.
Sort of like Alone in the Dark.
Yeah.
They're connected.
I love it.
Well, there you have it, folks. Let's go to something that no one ever says about this movie. The one thing you liked about it. Despite how you might feel, what's that one thing the movie actually did genuinely good?
Wow.
I'm going to say I'm impressed that they got real helicopters.
Yeah.
Like that was a
Okay,
genuine.
that's actually fair.
Yeah, that was a genuine feeling.
Yeah.
I said.
The
A part of me is like,
the practical effects A+.
yeah. All right, who's next?
I'll go. I loved the spunky African American girl with the hat turned backwards. That was like the hacker lady. I loved her.
She had a great story.
She was great. I was like, I trust her with my life.
She looks
Ride or
stressed
die.
for most of the movie.
She just was like the most. They're like, how can we make this like hacking look cool? And it's like, obviously you picked like the most urban, presenting person we can think of with like a backwards like cap and like. I don't think she was, but I swear that she was sitting in a swivel chair backwards with like the chair and like the back part in front of her.
Yeah.
I loved her character so much.
That's
I
how
want
cool
more of
people
her.
do it.
Yeah, I loved her.
I don't believe she was sitting backwards, but it wouldn't have surprised me if she did. Well,
She was my favorite.
I thought that for as bad of a rep as forced exposition gets with the monologue at the beginning, the title crawl where we're spoon fed all the spiel about the Abkhani and the realm of darkness and chaos and whatever. That seemed like a better movie than what we saw. Genuinely, that
Yeah.
that felt like it would have been a better movie. That's about the only thing I really liked about it, other than conceding with you, Mike, about the practical effects and the helicopters. Yeah.
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 Just that tiny morsel of lore that they dangled.
Yeah. All right, Ivy. Moment of truth. What did you like about this movie?
The only moment that I guess really still sticks out to me is this scene like towards the beginning. This is really bad if this is the part that I'm like, I guess I like this. Um, there's it's like a delivery guy and like a guard, and they're talking to Tara Reid, and one of them says something about like her boyfriend, and she gets like kind of uncomfortable and walks away.
Mm-hmm.
And then one guy says to the other, like, what was that about? And he's like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. Her boyfriend, like, has been missing for like 2 years,
Oh, yeah. I
And
shouldn't
the
have
other guy's
said
like,
that. Let me
yeah.
explain.
Yeah, explain why. And the other guy is like, oh, yeah, you idiot. You shouldn't have said that. And they go back and forth for like a few more seconds. Like, it just gets stretched out and it's really awkward. And it was actually kind of funny because it just like they didn't stop the bit.
Yeah.
And I thought that was funny.
Amazing padding.
Yeah.
Cream of wheat.
And that's my answer. Yeah.
But now we have to talk about, is this Tubi the greatest? To be enjoyed? To be avoided? Or to be forgotten? I mean, just from what I'm hearing, like, Ivy's already forgotten it.
Yeah.
By the end of the night, she will not even know that this movie exists.
I'll see this uploaded episode and be like, what movie is this? When did we do
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've been actively repressing it this whole time.
Of PTSD.
Yes.
To be too painful to talk about.
For me, it's gotta be it's lived a full pain-ridden 20 years. It's time to let it go. To be forgotten.
Sent to the shadow realm.
Let it go. And like, it was bad, but it definitely wasn't the worst thing that we've watched for this podcast.
It wasn't the worst thing, but it was one of the more boring things, I think.
Yeah.
And I think
that's worse.
Yeah, I think that is its greatest sin, is
that
it just has nothing interesting to say or do.
Yeah.
And like, at the very least, like the Alice in Wonderland movie certainly had something to say. The Avengers Grimm.
Yeah. A story can be told badly, but yet still have some measure of entertainment
like,
value
at least
in
you're
it.
telling a story. Yeah.
Yeah. This, no.
Right. So, to be forgotten. Vin, what did you give it?
To be sent to the shadow realm, to be thrown
To the
behind
shadow realm.
behind the garage door of destiny. whatever that was at the end.
Right.
Oh.
All right.
Hell of a way to start spooky month.
Yeah.
All right, Ivy. Come on, time to surprise us.
I've been thinking a little more on it, and I feel like I've been a little too hard on it. Because there is, like, some redeemable things about it. So I guess I'll go with the greatest.
To be the greatest?
I'm no.
I
I thought that That was really obvious sarcasm.
I threw
I
up a
think
little in
Vin-
my mouth.
I think I could feel Vin's
You were
butthole
you were
clenching.
like you were this close to being dead to me, Ivy. This close.
So clearly, I will not ever think about this movie again. I gave it half a star on Letterboxd.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. So to be avoided, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
Or-
avoided, forgotten, just whatever puts it out
Yeah.
of your mind. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. My final thought on this is Uwe Boll is a businessman. And everything about this movie shows that he was just trying to take the demographics from Resident Evil, trying to prove that he could get whatever success they had. And this movie has no soul. It's
Yeah.
definitely not played by a lover of the Alone in the Dark series. Though I don't think we've had one of those since 1993.
No, Uwe Boll might have been a businessman, but he didn't know how to run the business, man.
Yeah.
He's not a good businessman, but he is a businessman. Yeah.
He's a man of business.
Everything about this movie is like, corporate sellout, but done like by an idiot.
Mhm.
So it's not even like bragworthy. So I'm gonna just say is to be forgotten, which in my brain is don't even avoid it, just forget it exists.
Yeah.
Avoiding it would be like being too kind to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not hard to avoid it. So
Mm.
But I will also say that if like a script savior came in and like filled in a few gaps,
yeah.
it could have been to be enjoyed.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone who cared about the story just gave it a little wash.
Mike, given me enough concrete, I can make the Grand Canyon into a parking lot, but that's not going to happen.
It's true. It would have been another 20 million to pay that guy to fix it, but
20 million? You need like 300.
yes. Yeah. Well, there you have it, folks. I was I was morbidly excited to see this movie because I wanted to know how they treated a game I really liked in 1993.
Yeah.
And I'm not surprised that it wasn't good. So those of you keeping score at home, this is the third video game adaptation we've seen, and no one liked it. So
The third. Oh.
yeah,
Yeah.
Dante,
No.
Dante's
Yeah.
Inferno.
Yeah. Okay.
Heavenly Sword, and this one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
0 for 3, folks.
If
Wow.
only they made stories as clear and wonderful as Meth Gator.
Meth Gator is the standard.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
got it lives up to its potential. It's got meth. It's got gators.
It does
what
not
more?
lie.
It's quite self-explanatory,
Yeah.
which is more
But-
than what we could say for this movie that
Mhm.
I've already forgotten.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, Adam, you're next.
Yeah.
Can you take us behind the curtain?
Do you guys like pandas?
Oh.
I like Panda Express.
Okay. Yeah.
Please just leave it at that, please.
Yeah, perfect.
No further
As we
context.
fade out.
Yeah, nothing else.
It's like Scream. Do you like pandas?
Oh, please let it be China's version of Kung Fu Panda.
Maybe.
Just the little panda fighter.
You guys will
Yes.
find out soon enough.
All right. Well, there you have it, folks. I am scared, which is perfect for the Halloween season. Join us next time as we review Adam's Secret Panda movie. Anywho, I've been Mike.
I'm Adam.
I'm Ivy.
And I'm Vin.
And thank you for joining us on To Be Decided.
Wow.
Don't watch these films unless you are guided. Join us for some 2D